Hi everybody, I'm DJ Foster here with the Grand Valley State basketball preview for the upcoming weekend. I'm joined by senior forward Kara Crawford of the women's team. Kara, you guys have two games back-to-back coming up this weekend. You have Northern Michigan at 1 o'clock on Sunday, and then you face Michigan Tech at 5 p.m. on Monday. First off, let's look at you guys. You're 4-4 in the year, you're 1-2 in the conference, but you come back home, so you're 3-0 at home in the Fieldhouse Arena. It'll be nice to be playing in front of your home fans again with these two big games coming up. How do you think the team's playing so far this season?
Of course, we wouldn't like to be 4-4 right now, but we are 3-0, like you said, on the home court. So we've had a lot of good practices, probably our best two practices of the season, today and yesterday. We have a good mentality coming into these two games, which obviously are highlighted on our schedule. You know, we kind of look at Northern and Tech as one of our biggest rivals. So we're definitely getting that mentality and coming together as a team.
Northern Michigan comes in, they're 4-5 overall, they're 1-2 in the GLIAC, but they always play you tough. You've won both games last season over Northern Michigan, and you've won 3 of the last 4. Offensively, they struggle a little bit. They're second to last in the league in offense, but they're 4th best in defense. So what do you know about the Wildcats, and what do you expect from them on Sunday?
You're exactly right. Every time they've played us, they play us really, really strong. They're a very disciplined team on offense, even though, it doesn't necessarily show. Defensively, they are a very hard-nosed team. They play together. They get stops, and I know they have a lot of good players coming back. So they're also a team that we kind of overlook sometimes. Having Tech, we usually play them, so we kind of have that, we're playing Tech, so we kind of overlook Northern, but you're right, they are a very disciplined team and very good defensively. Yeah, and then like you said, you play Michigan Tech on Monday, so you'd almost like to have that game first, but how the schedule has it, they come in at 7-1, they're 3-0 in the GLIAC, they were the preseason pick to win the conference. You guys have played them well the past couple years, but they seem to just get the better of you at the end. What do you know about Tech, and what is it looking like for Monday for them? Tech is also a very disciplined team. Offensively, they run the same things year after year. They just are very smart players, from the post player all the way to the guard position. Also, defensively, they get stops as well. So, yeah, they're a very good defensive team. So, yeah, we do play them well on our home court, and also we've kind of been stressing working hard every day at practice. Like I said before, we have had our best two practices back-to-back, so we're kind of having that mentality. We have to get our business done against Northern and then come back and get our business done against Tech, too.
It's good to have those two practices in a row now.
Yeah, exactly.
This is one of the only times this year that you'll play back-to-back games. As I said, you play Sunday and Monday back-to-back because of a quirk in the schedule. How difficult is that for you guys? As players, do you like just playing the games and not having a day off in between the practice?
Yes, we definitely like to play rather than practice. I know I'll admit that we do that, but I don't really know how we're going to handle Tech. We're just, we're actually focusing on Northern right now. We're going one game at a time. So we all trust in what the coaches are going to do as far as game prep and all that, but I know that mentality-wise we're working hard, and I think that kind of comes down to it in the long run is how we can come together and get 2 W's.
Now, you've been in the program for a while, so you know what it's all about. What do you think will be the biggest key this weekend to getting 2 victories here at home?
Defense. We really, really need to focus on our defense and get stops, which is what we are doing. So I think defensively, that's what we really have been focusing on, and that's our key. We have people that can score the ball, but we need to make our opponents not score as many points as what we have, and that contributes to our 4 losses is we just didn't play good defense. So that's kind of our mentality right now. Okay, well, we'll be here for both games. We wish you the best of luck this week. Thank you.
Thanks, Kara. We're here with junior point guard Breland Hogan as the Grand Valley State men's basketball team has a big doubleheader coming up this weekend. The Lakers will take on Northern Michigan this Sunday at 3 o'clock and take on Michigan Tech the very next day, Monday night at 7 p.m. here in Fieldhouse Arena. Breland, you guys are 5-2 this year. You're 2-1 in conference play. It's early in the season still, but 7 games in. How do you think you guys are playing so far?
I mean, with a new team, I believe we're playing pretty well for the beginning of the season. We got a lot of work to still do, but I think each day we get better and better. So
Northern Michigan comes in on Sunday. They're 4-4 overall. You beat them twice last year. They got a couple good big men, and they have a new guard who's averaging 16 points a game. You'll probably have to guard him at some point during the game. How does that go in your thought process about guarding a guy who can score the ball?
I mean, with our team, we don't really try to focus on who can score the most on the defensive end. We just work on executing our stuff, and if we all play team defense and play together, then we can stop anybody in the country.
You have Michigan Tech the very next day, so that'll be a quick turnaround for you guys. They were the preseason pick to win the GLIAC North Division. They're 3-0 in the conference play so far. They beat you guys last year in the conference tournament after you beat them twice during the regular season. Does that come back as motivation at all, or how does that play in your thought process?
Yeah, it's great motivation. Right now, the guys, the veterans who were here last year, we know how that feel when they beat us, so we'll come out playing hard and just trying to get that win back up on our belt.
This will be one of the only times this year where you guys play back-to-back games. You'll play Northern Michigan Sunday, Michigan Tech Monday. How does that play in your thought process? Do you guys enjoy playing back-to-back, or would you like a day off to rest and kind of get ready?
I mean, it's always fun to play games, so I guess playing back-to-back won't be as bad as we think it is, but we'll be ready. We just got to execute and just come out and play hard.
For both games this weekend, what do you think will be the biggest key? What's important for you guys to do to get 2 wins?
Defense. Our defense has to be tight. Crump tight. The whole team got to be on the same page. If we can do that, then we got a good chance of coming out with 2 victories.
That's junior point guard Breland Hogan. Breland, thanks for the time today.
Thank you.
Best of luck this weekend.
Yep.
The Grand Valley State basketball teams have back-to-back doubleheaders this upcoming weekend as they take on Northern Michigan on Sunday. The women's game starts at 1 p.m. The men's game starts at 3 p.m. And then on Big Monday, the Lakers will take on Michigan Tech here in the Fieldhouse Arena. Women's game starts at 5 p.m. Men's game starts at 7 p.m. Coming out to the GVSU Fieldhouse Arena, 4 great games of action this weekend, and support your Grand Valley State Lakers.